Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin. Thank you guys for stopping by. Today we're going to be talking about the new Swedish Netflix series, Young Royals. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of this series. And are you looking forward to a season 2 after a really intense ending to this series? So, Prince Wilhelm adjusts to life at his prestigious new boarding school, but following his heart proves more challenging than anticipated. We've seen plenty of coming of age stories on Netflix, series or movies, whatever it may be. How is Young Royals going to stand apart from plenty of other things we have seen before? What I think Young Royals does fairly well is the cast within here all feel like their age, whether it be romance or activities in the boarding school. I like how these characters did fit their age as they're exploring new relationships and really understanding who they are, because that's that age where you're trying to figure out, what do I want to be in life, or who am I? And they explore that a lot in here, and the actors and actresses all fit that age really well. We have Prince Wilhelm, who goes to this boarding school after an incident in the beginning of the series. And this is a chance for him to kind of start fresh, be free, not live that royal lifestyle. And the paparazzi, kind of follows him and people know who he is. But it's a chance for him to explore really who he is. Not really spoiling certain things, but he does develop this relationship with Simone. And I think the chemistry between the characters is really good. And once we really get past the first episode, and there's only 6, but once we get past that first episode of him adjusting to the new boarding school and realizing that people know who he is and getting him past all of that kind of initial setup for the series, we're really able to dig deep into the relationships and people and all of the side characters within the series, and really allowing for Wilhelm to figure out who he is. And something happens within the 6 episodes that challenges Wilhelm to make him think, do I want to continue this royal life, or do I want to risk it all for love? And it's explored fairly well throughout the series. So once we get to episode 2 and through episode 6, it feels really personal to Wilhelm and Simone and all of the minor characters throughout the series, because it is feeling like your typical coming of age story. There's a lot of romance, there's a lot of people betraying each other, things are posted on social media, what you would expect from your typical coming of age story. But like I said, what makes this series work is the chemistry between all of the characters and how they do feel like their age. And a lot of the relationships that do develop throughout do feel endearing. There is some really good relationships that you're rooting for. And you want characters to feel comfortable with themselves. You want them to kind of explore certain relationships and just further that, because they work so well together. And the series never forgets some of these smaller characters. Characters that are dealing with other personal issues. Yes, Wilhelm has his issues that he's dealing with, his family and things within school. But we have other characters like Simone, who is dealing with his father, who he really doesn't talk to, and he wants to impress people with buying alcohol. And there's just other characters that have honestly realistic problems. Despite it feeling typical and kind of average at times, it does feel realistic with some of the problems and some of the things that people are questioning and feeling too. It all feels very realistic, like people go through these issues and people go through these certain relationships really at this age that these characters are at within the series. So Young Royals handles a lot of the real world problems and real world relationships and exploring love, all in a way that really gets you interested in the relationships and how the series is progressing. And it leads me wanting for a second season. The way that they ended the series, I want a second season now. I really enjoy it, and I really enjoyed it, and I've watched so many Netflix shows over the last couple years, and a lot of the shows just feel like I've seen it before, just slapped on with a new title, a different kind of premise, and different characters, but I feel like I've seen it before. And at times I feel like that with Young Royals, but there is a lot to appreciate within this series. It's working with, a lot of it's just really coming together to make a really enjoyable Netflix series. I wish it was just a little bit lengthier with a couple of episodes, maybe make it 8. You could really kind of dive deep into some of the more minor characters to really flesh them out. But we'll probably get that with the second season. I'm going to go ahead and give Young Royals a B. Thank you guys for checking my review for Young Royals. What do you think about this series? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.